What effect do you think this has? That Germany is suddenly spending all of this money on acquiring jets. What effect do you think this has on the portfolios and dividends of certain shareholders? That the West is sending so many weapons to Ukraine. You know, when the US sends billions of dollars to Ukraine, Biden just the other day, he announced a $1 billion in weapons aid to Ukraine. Let's take a look.
800 anti-aircraft systems to make sure the Ukrainian military can continue to stop the planes and helicopters that have been attacking their people and to defend their Ukrainian airspace. And at the request of President Zelensky, we have identified and are helping Ukraine acquire additional longer-range anti-aircraft systems and the munitions for those systems. That brings the total of new U.S. security systems to Ukraine to $1 billion just this week. These are direct transfers of equipment from our Department of Defense to the Ukrainian military to help them as they fight against this invasion. And I thank the Congress for appropriating these funds. This new package on its own is going to provide unprecedented assistance to Ukraine.
These weapons are not free. Someone's got to pay for them. And what effect do you think that has? Oh, look at this. Lockheed Martin. Oh, look at their gain. 25%. Shares are up 25%. Northrop Grumman 16%. General Dynamics 14%. Wow, wow, wow. What a surprise. What a surprise. Who could have seen that coming? War is good for business, baby. That's how it goes. That's why on that shareholder call a few weeks ago, the CEO of Raytheon, he was openly saying that situation in Yemen, Ukraine, we could see some really good profits from that. They're shameless. They love war. War is good for business. And someone is paying for these weapons, even though Ukraine gets them for free. The US, UK, and so on, they're paying the arms dealers, the weapons manufacturers. BAE Systems is a British one. Lockheed Martin is American. Someone's getting paid. And this is good for their business. They have an interest in prolonging the war. And which brings us to the question, why would you do that? If you care about Ukraine, you would strive for a diplomatic solution. Now, of course, some people would say, yeah, but they need to defend themselves. I get that. But Ukraine having more NATO weapons than some NATO members, some people, like countries that are actual NATO members. Very interesting, right? Especially when they go into the hands of neo-Nazis. Very interesting as well. Now, if I were trying to strive for peace, I wouldn't be sending weapons to Ukraine. I would be telling Ukraine, sorry, no NATO membership, and trying to find a solution with the Russians to get them out and stop this immediately. Immediate ceasefire and forswearing NATO membership. That's it. That's the diplomatic solution. It's always been clear. Some people just don't like it, but that's the solution. Again, it's nothing to do with Russia. You don't have to be Russian to understand this. You don't have to like Russia to understand this. This is just, when the Cuban Missile Crisis happened, there wasn't a question of those nuclear missiles staying in Turkey, aimed at Russia, or Soviet missiles in Cuba staying in Cuba and being aimed at the US. That's not a solution. Those weapons need to go out, not in. They need to go out. That's the diplomatic solution. They keep adding fuel to the fire. That's what this is. And they're making good money from it. Never forget that.